just want to be transparent here. And you know what? This is what the Christian walk is about, is being transparent. And I want to talk about obedience to what God has called you to do. So some of you, there's things that God has said for you to let go, to put down, to cut off. So it could be anything from drinking, smoking, foul language, whatever it may be. God has said you need to stop, but you keep making excuses. And I have been in this position, and it's only recently that I have fully committed to letting go of this particular thing. So when I came to Christ, God has said to me, I need you to stop drinking. The thing is, when I gave my life to Christ, I did not drink a drop for 3 years. But then things happened. I had 2 miscarriages in there, like life, and then I started drinking again. I never got drunk, but I would drink. But every time I would drink afterwards, I would feel bad, even though I wasn't getting drunk. You know, in the Bible, it says, do not get drunk on too much wine. When in Titus, when it's talking to the older women, don't be given over to too much wine. So it doesn't say don't drink, it says don't have too much wine. So there's no explicit thing in the Bible that says do not drink, but it does say be sober minded. And I was talking to my a friend of mine, shout out Keela, and we were having this conversation, and I was telling her about the conviction I had that, like, recently I've just went off alcohol. I've just decided, stop, I'm not going to drink, not even like a little sip, because I know what the Lord told me in the beginning. And you know, sometimes this happens a lot in our walk, where we know what God has called us to do, we know what God has told us to stop doing, but we are finding excuses of not doing it. And you know, we think like, I'm not really, it's not hurting anyone, it's just a little bit here, it's just a little bit there. So especially if you're someone that is a prophetic individual, who's a seer, who sees in the spirit, that stuff can really contaminate your perception and your discernment on things that God has showed you. Oh, look at that sun coming out. So we really need to be careful. We need to take heed when God says put something down. And I tell you what, right? I stopped. I made that decision, like, that's it, I've had enough. There's something that happened within me, especially when it came to my dreams. I was seeing clearly, and I was discerning what the dreams were much clearer than I was when I was having a drink here and there. And it's like, it's as if like I didn't really have to try that much, because that gift was flowing through an uncontaminated vessel. Don't get me wrong, there's other things that I needed to get rid of, you know. But this particular thing is something that God has been speaking to me, like, let go of it. I was just making excuses. Either I'm feeling some type of way and I just needed to drink, or you go to a party, just have like one drink. And I felt guilty, and I would always feel so bad. And people say there's no condemnation, but there is those feelings when you are walking in disobedience. You will feel that like unsettled feeling, like flesh that's fighting you, and the enemy obviously doesn't want you to be obedient to Christ. So if there is something that God is saying let go of, you honestly be obedient, because from you letting go of that thing and cutting it off, you have no idea what you are going to be reaping when you do that. You are going to experience fullness of joy. You're going to receive clarity. You're going to feel much closer to God. You're not going to have the enemy whispering in the back of your ear like, oh, look at you, like you're prophesying, or you're talking all this, but you're still disobeying God. And sometimes you may not even realize that you're disobeying God, because I didn't realize this until afterwards, until I remembered that, yes, in the beginning he did say do not drink, and here I am doing it again. And for some people it may be okay. Some people, God may not say stop drinking, but there is something else that he's going to tell you, you need to stop. So I just wanted to be a bit transparent and just help somebody right now. Let's say you are feeling like there's something that you're holding on to, and you know in your spirit that God has said, let go. Please let it go. Don't prolong this season of uncertainty and the enemy bombarding you with lies, um just let it go.